What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. I am so glad to hear from Kenneth Supreme McGriff in this way. Um, but before I get to that, let's talk about his son. I don't even remember what his name is, but I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with him. If you are familiar with 50 Cent and Supreme's beef, his son years ago chose to take up the mantle of going back and forth with 50 Cent, even manipulating 50 Cent's son into a photo with him. And in my opinion, manipulating Terry Flannery with the T-shirt, saying he drove 9 hours and how much respect he has for Terry Flannery, and this is such a big moment for him. All seemed like clout chasing to me. I've always thought he was a clout chaser, but let's check out what Supreme's son had to say in response to 50 Cent posting that disrespectful picture in reference to R.I.C.H death. Let's check out McGriff's son.
Smoking on your mother and your grandfather pack, nigga. Telling me I'm wrong, right? If I said I was smoking on your mother, right, I'll be wrong, right? Clown, man. The clown, man. And y'all love this, bro. Clown, bro. If I said I was smoking on your mother and your grandfather, I'll be wrong, right?
Now, as you can see, he wanted to try to be just as disrespectful to 50 Cent. But, I mean, we know none of this is genuine. Anytime 50 Cent has made a comment that even could remotely be taken as an insult to his father, he finds himself jumping into the mix to give his opinion on it. And that's just how it was with this situation. This situation had nothing to do with him, nothing at all. He interjected himself into it. And in the midst of that, unfortunately, Irv Gotti passed away. And Irv Gotti and 50 Cent and Supreme all have their own history amongst those grown men before this kid was even born. So I understand in this day and age, he needs something to keep himself relevant, and he's using his father's name to do it. And he's been doing it for years now. But from behind the wall, Senior has finally spoken. The great, I won't say the great, but Kenneth Supreme McGriff has spoken from behind the wall, and what he has to say, I mean, the whole message of what he has to say to me was powerful. Let's check it out.
Due to recent events, the elevation to a place of peace and rest for my brother and friend, Irv Gotti, and the buffoonish display of my son, Kyle Robinson, I am forced to make a public statement in defense of Irv and his family. I do not indulge in idle chit-chat. When I speak, I have something to say. Kyle Robinson does not speak for Irv or Irv's family, nor does he speak for me or my nephew, Gerald Prince Miller. I was disgusted when I heard about the things he said as far as representing Irv's family. I regret having to take these steps, exposing his lies and fraud. But as a man, you call out those who make inappropriate or false statements. No one gets a pass. I would not be who I am if I favored him simply because he's my son. He is my son, and I love him. But I will never condone or associate with his conduct and behavior on the internet. I let him know men don't argue and beef behind a mic on the internet. Real men move in silence. He had a choice, me or the net. He made his choice. And until he forsakes the clown show, which is the internet, I will never speak or associate with him, especially when he makes veiled threats talking about we. Who is we? Prince and myself do not promote threats of violence. We different. We are masters of self-defense. If you ain't talking about positivity or growth and goals, keep your mouth shut. That goes for everybody. Rest in peace, little bro. And mourn in peace the entire Lorenzo family. If a person refuses to learn, leave that person alone. I gotta go.
Man, that was a very, very well thought out, well spoken, very encouraging words from Kenneth McGriff. He did right by Irving Lorenzo with his letter to his friend, to his little brother. But most importantly, he shut down the nonsense with his son. How difficult, that must have been for him to do, because he's been allowing it to go on for so long. And it seems like he would not have said anything as long as his son was speaking for him, even though he didn't like that. But when he started to speak up for Irvin's family, meaning that what he was saying was coming from the Lorenzo family, that's when you see his father had to step in and end it. I think the video that I started this video with was the one that Irvin's family did not want to be associated with. They didn't want anybody to think that they were retaliating at 50 Cent with this type of nonsense and disrespectful behavior. Two wrongs don't make a right. But once again, this boy is not doing this because he cares about Irv. His father had a relationship with Irv, not him. Once again, this is an example of when clout chasing goes wrong. Salute to McGriff for coming out, shutting it down, even though that's his own son and it's going to embarrass his son. There are going to be a lot more videos made like the one that I'm making now, because I watched this kid on a lot of videos being disrespectful, speaking to 50 Cent as if he holds any type of weight just because of who his father is, to now his father finally ending it. It's going to be a lot of videos made like mine that are going to clown him, uh, call him out. My video is to commend his father. Commend his father for a well spoken and well thought out response to this situation. He dropped a lot of jewels and sounded like a man who has learned from the mistakes that he's made in his life. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I think I'm up to like 66 subscribers. Like, thank you to everybody who subscribed. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you did. Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. You know how I do it. Peace.